Hey Srinivas, have you ever wondered the world of cognitive semantics and the concepts that lie within it?
Yeah, it's fascinating to know how these concepts play a pivotal role in our understanding and how we perceive world around us.
So, have you ever heard about Q-validity in categorization?
What's that about?
So, it's a concept that suggests a particular attribute or a Q becomes more valid or relevant to a category when it is more frequently associated with the given category or members of the given category. ठीक है? And for example, think about how we associate fruits. We might get associate the color red with apples because we have more frequently seen red apples rather than green or the yellow ones.
I see. So the more often we see something associated with original category, the stronger the association becomes.
Yes, exactly. And on the flip side, if an attribute is more frequently associated with the members of other categories, it becomes less valid or relevant to the original category that we were referring to. And for instance, if we see green objects that are not apples, we might be less likely to associate the color green to the apples.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like it's like our brain constantly updating the things and refining our categorization based on our experience.
Right. And this concept also explains why basic level categories like dog or car are perceived more rapidly than the superordinate categories like animal or vehicle. Our brains are wired very quickly to categorize objects objects based on most relevant features.
Yeah, that's really interesting. It's like how our perceptual systems are finely tuned to recognize and categorize systems.
Absolutely. And it's not just about perception. Q-validity also plays a role in language acquisition. Basic level terms are are among the first concrete nouns to emerge in child language because they are the most frequently encountered and what we say easily distinguished.
So it's not just about how we perceive objects, and it's about how we learn to talk about them. Learning.
Exactly. It's fascinating to think about how these cognitive processes shape our understanding of the world.
Yeah, that's interesting. But couldn't you argue that some of these categorizations are more based on logical reasoning than the frequency of association? Like even if we see a rare pink elephant, we would categorize that by size and shape, not just only by color.
Yeah, speaking of invalidity, consider the trope of a mysterious character with a dark hood in movies. Usually we associate such a cue with antagonist, right? But what if the character turns out to be a benevolent, good guide instead?
Yeah, like Gandalf from Lord of Rings.
Yeah.
The hooded figure, usually cue for danger, but that becomes invalid in our case, challenging our preconceived notions.
So on a lighter note, think of a cue of a person wearing round glasses and he's in the office. We might assume that this person is studious or a serious one, right? But what if it turns out that the person is completely opposite? He is a prankster of the office.
True. It's a classic case of cue invalidity. Typically, glasses are associated with studiousness when it becomes irrelevant when the person breaks stereotype.
So that's a good point, but Q validity explains a lot about how we categorize objects and based on our experiences. There are certain cases where the logical reasoning of other factors play a bigger role.
Yeah, it seems like not only a particular attribute becoming the association in between the category with the category. It might be like the set of composite attributes which might be associated with these categorization. But what if there is a case if category is associated more with cultural or symbolic factors? rather than frequency of occurrences. For example, we generally look white as a precious or pure thing,
Yeah,
regardless of how frequently we use objects associated with those concepts.
that's absolutely true. So, Q validity is just another factor in a categorization, and cultural and symbolic associations can certainly play a big role in shaping our perceptions and categorizations. Well, Q validity is a double-edged sword, right? Isn't it? It helps us make sense of the world, but at the same time, it's prone to being challenged and subverted.
Yeah, absolutely. Our perceptions are shaped by these cues. But it's crucial to remember that there is always room for exception and surprises. Quality keeps us on our toes, keeping cognitive categories dynamic.
Yeah, and with that, we can end our discussion. Until next time, when we unravel more mysteries in the vast realm of cognitive semantics.
Looking forward to it. This have been very riveting discussion.